A sand layer found at sea floor under 20 meters water depth. So here sea, which is from 20 meters depth, we found a sand layer. Which is characterized with relative density 40%. ID of sand layer is 0.4 or 40%. E maximum is 1 and E minimum equal to 0.5. Specific gravity of soil is 2.67. Specific gravity of sea water is 1.03. Given unit weight of water is 9.81 kilonewton per meter cube. What he wants to find: effective stress at 30 meters depth into the sand layer. It means from here, let's say here, which is 30 meters, we need to find effective stress at this point. We know effective stress equal to total stress minus pore water pressure. But the best thing in this question is there is sea water. It means that soil voids are filled with sea water. So if you want to use this formula, G plus E by 1 plus E into gamma W, okay, in that case this formula is derived for a specific case. What is that case? The voids are filled with fresh water, but here the voids are filled with sea water. It means that you have to change something in this expression, gamma sat equal to G plus E by 1 plus E into gamma W. What you have to change, I'll explain. You can remember also, but why I will tell, and then you can remember easily. Okay. So the formula is derived for gamma sat means fully saturated. If it is fully saturated, now in that case it is two-phase diagram. In two-phase, solid and water is present if the soil mass is fully saturated. Okay, so this is volume of solids, this is volume of voids, and this is weight of solids, and this is weight of water. We know our saturated unit weight. In that case you have to calculate the saturated total weight by total volume. If you want to find dry unit weight, in that case you have to find dry total weight by total volume. Okay. So in deriving this formula, Vs is always constant. Whether it is saturated or dry, soil solids are remain same. Only substance in the voids will vary. It means that if there is water, water can evaporate, something like that. But soil solids remain same. So that's why we take this as 1. In that case we know E equal to void ratio equal to volume of voids by volume of solids. As Vs is 1, which gives E equal to volume of voids. It means that volume of voids equal to E if Vs equal to 1. Okay. So this is the total volume. Here if you place total volume, you will get this. So it means that 1 plus C, 1 plus C. What if here seawater. If here seawater is present, in that case also E equal to volume of voids by volume of solids. Nothing will change. So denominator will not change. Okay. Then numerator can be or maybe will change. We will see. So now we know weight of something is unit weight of something into volume of something. Let's say now weight of water equal to unit weight of water into volume of water. Okay. As volume of water is equal to volume of void. Okay, because how much voids are present, that much water can be occupied. So it is E. WW equal to weight of water equal to E gamma W. If it is water, pure water, but in our case it is seawater, so weight of seawater equal to density of seawater into volume of seawater. Volume remains same, E only. What will change? Seawater density. We know specific gravity of sea water, which is G sea water into unit weight of water, which will give unit weight of seawater into volume of seawater, which is E. So in weight of seawater you can place this. Okay. Now to find total weight, what extra we want? We want weight of solids. Weight of solids equal to density of solids into volume of solids. So it's the gravity of solids into unit weight of water, like this, into Vs. As we assume that Vs equal to 1, this is an assumption. In that case, weight of solids equal to Gs gamma W. Now gamma sat saturated unit weight equal to total weight by total volume. This is solid, this is water, this is weight of solids, which is Gs gamma W. This is weight of water, which is E gamma W. E gamma W into G sea water, this one. Okay, here Vs is 1, volume of water is E. So total weight of solids plus weight of sea water by total volume of solids by plus volume of voids, which is equal to weight solids Gs gamma W. Weight of seawater, G sea water into gamma W into E by volume of voids 1 plus volume of voids E. If you take the gamma W common, Gs plus G sea water into E by 1 plus E into gamma W, which is saturated unit weight, which is equal to, given specific gravity of solids is 2.67, specific gravity of seawater is 1.03, E, here E is E natural. We need to find E natural also. From where we need to find E natural? Density index equal to E max minus E natural by E max minus E minimum. So given it is 40%, E max is 1, we need to calculate E natural condition. E max is 1, E minimum is 0.5. From this you will get void ratio at natural condition is 0.8. So this 0.8 by 1 plus 0.8, this is also natural condition, into 9.81. If you calculate this, you will get 19.04 kilonewton per meter cube. So this is important in this question. Now we will calculate effective stress. Effective stress at 1,1 equal to total stress at 1,1 minus pore water pressure at 1,1. Total stress at 1,1 equal to, we'll see. So this is 1,1. This is H1. This is H2. This is gamma 1. This is gamma sat, which we already calculate gamma 2. In that case, gamma C into 20 plus gamma sat into 30 minus, for pore water pressure, if you place piezometer here, the piezometer level rise till this point, which is 20, 30, 20 plus 30, 50. So gamma C into 50, which is equal to gamma C 1.03 into 9.81 into 20 plus gamma sat 19.04 into 30 minus gamma C 1.03 into 9.81 into 50. 268.14 kilonewton per meter square.